guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today we are starting a new series. I'm so freaking excited. Well, I hope it's going to be a series. I think it just depends on what you guys like. I am definitely able to tell by the views on the videos what is doing well. Just because I like it doesn't mean that you guys are going to like it. Here's what I got inspired by. I have a few YouTube beauty people that I follow that do dupe videos, and not just like this is a more affordable version of this, but I really want this gorgeous thing, but I'm gonna dupe it with my own collection, things that I already have. I know that most people don't have a huge makeup collection, but if you like beauty in any way, you do not have to be a makeup artist, you do not have to be a YouTuber to have a bigger collection. And I think sometimes those of us that have more than like 2 or 3 products in our collection, we just love beauty in general. So it's very easy for us to be drawn in to an eyeshadow palette or a lipstick or 5 cream blushes, where we might actually have that exact thing. Like we're drawn to it because we're drawn to greens, or we're drawn to blues, or we're drawn to nude lips. And so I feel like doing a dupe video, which I did for the Beetlejuice palette, really helps you, number 1, decide, do I already have this stuff in my collection? And number 2, maybe once you create it, you're like, actually, I don't even really like this color. I don't even really like this, whatever it is. And then I also think that you could have this beautiful collection of things and you're just in a rut. Like you need some help figuring out how to maybe mix colors up, maybe mix this palette with this palette, this color with this color. And so I think that duping out palettes is a really great idea and a really great way to do that. So instead of duping out a palette that I really want, like the Beetlejuice palette, I am starting a series where I am inspired by favorite movies. And what I am doing is I am pulling the color palette from famous scenes, and then I am going to use that color palette to create an eyeshadow quad or quint from my own collection. Now, I do not have a huge singles collection, and so you will see as the video goes on that I do have to use palettes that I already have that are not singles, and I don't really depot my eyeshadow palettes, and so I'm just using what I have, which you can do too. So my first movie I'm doing is my favorite movie of all time, which is Empire Records, and I did get the highest votes for this, two votes. I'm telling you, Instagram stories, no one cares. No one cares. So I'm going to sit to the side and I'm going to show you the 3 scenes. Actually, this is not my good side. There we go. It's my better side. So I'm going to put up here 3 scenes that I really love and that are iconic to the movie. And this is a 90s movie. So the first one I'm going to put up is basically the movie poster. This has a lot of oranges and blues, and I ended up doing a backup color story of this, like a lighter, brighter version. So there's like a dramatic version and a lighter version. And so you will see that. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to intermingle each palette as I do it, or if I'm going to do that all at the end. So hopefully now you will see what's going to happen. Once I swatched this one, I realized that it was kind of like that neutral palette with the pop of blue. So I like that I did 2 different versions of it, like the dramatic and the light and bright. Also, you'll notice that I am really mixing in different textures. Like the color palette, when you look at it, right, the created color palette from the app looks like an all matte palette. I wanted to pull in mattes, different kinds of shimmers, glitters, duochromes. So even though the color palette might be boring per se, you can really bring in interest with texture. So this is the first one, and this is the second version of it. And then the second scene is the funeral scene. which is kind of a dark and moody. And I noticed that, like, if I look at the picture myself, I can pull out my own colors, right? So there are a lot of different ways I could have done this. I actually saw a really bright gold in there from the candles, and I did not do a gold in my palette. I did kind of gold tones, more of like neutrals. But you could definitely go in there and like a bright shimmery gold would be beautiful. But I did more of like a moody, and you can definitely tell that I have taken liberties here. Again, I think it goes back to you are getting inspired by the color palette. It doesn't have to be like the exact tone, right? Like I think there's a black in this one. Well, I didn't want a black. I don't really enjoy black eyeshadow, so I made it a really, really, really dark eggplant. And there's a brown tone that that was leaning olive. Well, I took it more olive. And so when you look at the palette versus the creation I did, it is definitely a little different, but it is inspired by that. And so I think you can see that it's really, really pretty. And I was kind of taken aback by how pretty the created color palette was with the eyeshadows. And then lastly, we have number 3, which is the Rex Manning Day scene, which is my favorite color story just because of my personal makeup aesthetic. It's bright, it's light, it's glittery, it's summery, it's springy. Yeah, really, really beautiful. And again, there's a lot of different ways that I could have interpreted this. There's a lot of different things I could have taken, but I definitely lean towards like the brighter corals, the purples, the glitters, and I'm definitely going to show you a look with this one because that's my favorite color story. So I think within the range you got some drama, you got some brightness, and I really like that in these palettes I created ways for you to do a neutral ways that you like. I'm gonna send you this palette in the mail, but there is a way to do a neutral-ish look, or a really bright look or colorful look, or something that's mixed together. So I wanted, even though it's only 5 colors, I wanted a way for everyone to be able to look at that and think, I can do something with that, right? There's a range even with just 5 tones. So next you're gonna see me going through all of these. It is my first time doing an above video situation, and so hopefully it's not too blurry. Again, I don't have a lot of singles, so you're gonna see me swatching stuff all over the place, all different palettes. I have color all over my arms and my hands and my fingernails, but it actually ended up being so fun. So I hope you enjoy the process. Stay tuned. All right, friends, so here we are. I do not have a empty palette that I'm gonna put these into. We're just gonna be swatching them because these are not all depotted, and I do not have enough single shadows to make this happen. So we are using what we've got. We are going to start with the first row, which comes from the movie poster. And this one is kind of a warm coral brown with a pop of blue. And so we're going to start with the navy. We have this blue from the Blueberry Muffin palette right here. So let me swatch that. I like this a lot because it's not a super shimmer, and it's smoother and newer to where I think it could work really nicely. But I also just think a matte would work better. So I do have the Juvia's Place Mini Magic palette that I think is really lovely. These are much drier formulas, so they do get kind of powdery, need to be built up. It's also an older palette in general, but I really like this color. It's a deeper, less purple. Definitely has to be built up, but I think this might be our color. Now the next one is a bright coral, and hopefully I have this up on the screen. And I think this one needs to be a shimmer. I think it needs to be a shimmer. So I do have an individual shadow by Urban Decay. And this one, this is like legendary packaging. Weird because they just changed their single shadow packaging. This is Free Love by Urban Decay. And I think this one might be nice as like a satin shimmer. It's not really super shiny though. I don't know if I'm down for that. Let me see if there's something a little better. So we have this ice cream palette by BH Cosmetics. You can tell I did a BH Cosmetics haul recently. Well, I definitely want it to be very coral, so maybe this juicy one. All right, then we have more of a rust color, and I think this paprika color in this avocado toast is gonna be perfect because it's a little bit of a rustier tone, and I think this has that coral but also a brown. Ooh, these are just really nice mattes. Oh, I just really love that. Ooh, hello. Let's get that in focus. So do those two go together though? Like, do those two go enough? I'm not really sure. All right, let's swatch together what we do have in a new spot. That's our blue. This is a maybe coral. And then if we do this paprika color, this is where we need to decide, do these go enough or is there too much tone difference? I actually think that's nice so far. Yeah, let's keep that for now and then keep going. All right, and then I definitely want more of a duochrome, so I'm really thinking about Glass Bowl from ColourPop. Would be a duochrome, a neutral duochrome, where this one is a little bit more flaky, has a little bit of a shift. Okay, I'm liking that, I'm liking that. Okay, I think I've changed my mind on this first coral color. I think this is too pink. I think we need to go a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to swatch this next to that coral, and then I think we're just gonna need to start over. Okay, let me change that and I'll show you what I'm thinking. All right, these are the three colors I know I want. This is the Juvia's Place Deep Blue Navy. This is Paprika from the Avocado Toast palette, and this is Glass Bowl from ColourPop. So we are missing a coral shimmer and then a deeper brown that actually should go here on the end. But I want to be able to make sure that they all go together. So I'm going to switch these two and kind of fill in the gaps. I am thinking about adding this one for our coral shimmer. Taking some liberties. Oh yes, I'm liking that so much better. And I believe that this is a Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, and then I think we just need a deeper olivey brown here. Guys, I think that's it. So this is Pit from the Avocado Toast. This is Paprika. So these are both from the Avocado Toast. This is a single depotted from an Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is from the Magic Mini palette from Juvia's Place, and this is Glass Bowl from ColourPop. And I think that is our number one. Ta-da! So we are now into look number 2, palette number 2, and this is from the Fake Funeral Scene. And this is very mauve-y and deep and olivey and muted. And I am having a hard time with this first color, that lavender gray. But I think the second tone, that's more of a mauve, more of a warm tone, I think what would be really beautiful is to have that be a shimmer and use this from the Blueberry Muffin, this one called Yummy. So let me swatch that, because I know I just have this gut feeling it's gonna be good. So this is going to be our second. I definitely want a mix of shimmers and mattes and a mix of kinds of shimmers. So I like that because it's got that purple tone, but it's definitely more of a warm, right? There's that warm undertone to it. There's like a deep, I think it's a black. I don't know if it's a black or like a super deep, I don't know. We might just do black. At the very end, there's this olive tone, and I think there's this Smoke Sessions color that would be really pretty. So I'm gonna go to the ones that I know are probably gonna fit well in that spot. Sour Diesel right here. Ugh, these mattes are like so smooth and pigmented and also really hard to work with. Sometimes. All right, so we're gonna put this down here at the end. Oh yes, look at that with the green and then that mauve. Woohoo! Yeah, that feels really, really good to me. Okay, in between those, there needs to be a shimmer, like a neutral shimmer. So let's look at these duochromes from Looksy and some others, because we do have one shimmer here, but I definitely want more of a duochrome flaky topper type shade. Let's try Thorny here by, I believe it's Looksy. We'll double check that. Oh yeah, yep. That is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I don't think I have those in the correct order. Well, there should be a black between these two, so I might just add that at the end. So I need like a gray, or sorry, on this side, I need like a gray lavender smoky matte here, and then probably just a black or like a deep plum I think would be really pretty as an alternative to a black. So I have an idea. This is not a full matte, but it is definitely in that same color tone. This is the Artist Couture Makeup Forever single shadow for $1 million. So let's swatch this and see if that is along the lines we're looking for. So ooh, I guess it's at the end, so it'll be easy to rub off if we don't like it. Yeah, it's definitely more of a, oh yeah, guys, I think that's gorgeous. And then maybe just like a super deep plum here at the end, or we can put that here, I guess. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be good. That's really beautiful. So we have a satin, almost matte. We have a shimmer, we have a duochrome topper, we have a very, very pigmented matte, and then we'll do one more matte. Ooh. I think this one, Decadent from the Blueberry palette, it's an almost black, but definitely a dark, like mulberry. Oh, guys. Oh, that's so stunning. Oh, that's it. We did it. Part 2. Okay, everybody, this last one, number 3, is my favorite. And this is the one from Rex Manning Day, everybody's favorite. All right, so we're going to start with the deep, not deep, like a bright, medium, warm lavender. And I think the most perfect thing is from my Lost in LA palette right here, BH Cosmetics, Abbott Kinney. Start that at the top. And we will build these up before I take swatch pictures, but yes. My gut feeling was correctamundo. Next we have another dark berry tone. Now this one is truly berry. This is not like the funeral scene where it was black and then we made it berry. So we could technically use the same tone. So let me swatch that. Where did you go? Blueberry Muffin palette. Okay, so let's swatch that, the Decadent. I think it can go. I just don't know, do I want to double up with the same ones or do something different? So we'll swatch it for now and then see if we want to change it later. Ugh, it does just go really pretty. And then we have a light lavender, very, 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 very light pinky lavender. And I really think that I want to do a duochrome here. Let's see. That's actually really, really pretty. Oh, I also have like a deep swatch underneath the leftover. I use the same finger. What an idiot. All right, let's get that where it looks more like. There we go. Ooh, and then that bright coral. Oh. We could use my new, I'm getting ahead of myself. We could use my new Glam Shop. Oh, you guys, this is the most amazing duochrome. Okay, we definitely need a coral matte. So we have this matte here. I don't think it's the right tone. I'm gonna try my new Ace Beauté. This one has more of a muted, because I think you can tell that it's more of a dusty coral. So let's try. I keep using the same frickin' finger. Oh yeah, yep. Guys, I think we just like nailed it first try. I have to redo that swatch before I take pictures, but what do we think? I think I'm just gonna keep that Decadent. It just falls so beautifully into the color story here with the same kind of tone. Yep. Yep. Okay guys, I am doing the second version of the poster. And this is the brighter version. And you can kind of see it right here as I am looking. I'm gonna start with the light blue, and I think I want it to be a duochrome. And I have a couple of options, but I have a gut feeling that this one right here is gonna be it. And this might take a few swatches. Hopefully this is less blurry than the other ones. I'm doing this much later than my other swatches because I wanted to come back and do this second one, and so I know that they are blurry. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. It's my first time, guys. It's my first time. All right, this is our final. We have, I changed my shivers. We have Unexpected from JD Glow, this blue Delish from the Blueberry palette, Sin by JD Glow. This is Tarte from the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palette, and then this is Rebirth from Venus palette. So I will show you that in a better lighting. All right guys, so I'm gonna scoot over again and I'm gonna go through and show you my swatched colors from what I created. So we have number one here, which is the movie poster. These are the ones where I have two different options. Then we have the funeral scene, which again is not exact tones, but more inspired by. And then we have the Rex Manning Day, which is the bright and light. And I liked putting my swatches next to the original like app color palette to see how it was really inspired, and then you can see them all together as well, from the movie scene to the created like app palette to my own creation. And yeah, it was really fun. So hopefully that inspired you to look into your own collection to find things that you really love, new combinations. I'm going to show up here me going through using the Rex Manning Day shadows, and you'll be able to see the quick eye look that I did. Super fun. Again, very bright. It is the one that is mostly my aesthetic. Yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it's something that you want to see more of, because I actually have already created 2 other movie situations and I'm really pumped about it. If you have suggestions, tell me down below. I really would love to do more, and especially ones that you would want to see. So let me know what you think. 1 to 10, how did I do? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.